Aquaba, welcome to Diana's channel. Guys, I have the lovely Brianna in front of me, the owner of Florida Girl Nails Bar. Florida Girl Nail Bar. Remember, I told you that the one-on-one will be upcoming. Here it is, live and direct. And it's really a pleasure because I'll tell you how I met Brianna. The first time that I saw her, we did not exchange words. It was during the steps, one of the steps you were taking towards citizenship that I saw her, and I assumed correctly, it was her husband, the gentleman who she was with. But the second occasion I saw her and her husband was, guess where, guys? At the swearing in ceremony. They sat two and three chairs beside, right? And one of my friends had a malfunction, wardrobe malfunction, we'll see. And I could not assist in any shape or form. And I said, let me ask the little young miss beside if she can sort you out. And I did. And everything was done well, if you ask me, better than before. And in so doing, Brianna gave me her business card. And when I scanned it, it was her advertising her nail bar. And I said to her, listen, wow, Manny Petty. I said, I'm traveling. When I return to Ghana, I'll definitely contact you. And guys, it took a little effort because I could not find Brianna's business card. But I eventually found it this morning. And so we are here. So again, Brianna, welcome to Diana's channel. I had to meet you. All right.
Thank you.
And wonderful smile you have. And you appeared and seemed so polite. So I believe it's worth my while. And I want to know more about you because I think you have a story that's going to be very interesting to my subscribers on the global space. So let's get straight into it. You ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Uh, where were you born?
Okay, so I was born in Italy, but I was raised in Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County, baby.
Ah. So how Italy? Your parents?
My dad was in the military.
Okay. How long you lived in Italy for?
Actually, I was a baby when we left from over there. I was really young.
Okay.
And then so that's why I'm born there, but I was raised in Jacksonville, which is where my mom is from.
Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're married and you have a family of how many?
Yeah, so we're a family of six. Me and my husband, we have six. Oh Lord, not six, four daughters.
Wow, wow. And you're so young. Four, wow.
No, we've been together forever. So we've been together 13 years. We've been married this coming May. It'll be 10 years.
Wonderful. I mean, I love marriages. So this to me is just so lovely. And you're a young couple. Why Ghana?
Why not Ghana?
I
mean, why not? It is a melting pot of people. It's really easy for you to be able to come over and adapt because it has a way of just capturing you. It gives you peace, which you don't really have in America. Um, your dollar can go a lot further. You can actually do some things for real, that you may have been thinking about doing back where you're from, but it's very, very hard. It's not that hard here as long as you have a plan. So for us in particular, my family, it's hard being black in America, let alone having a black man in America, right? So my husband, I fear, was in danger there. We actually went through a really scary moment, which made him be like, "Babe, what were you talking about?" Africa, this Ghana thing, because I have been seeing a lot of things. My husband, he wasn't that much into social media, so he wasn't really seeing all the stuff that had been being put out about Ghana and Africa. But long story short, with our business in the States, the dumpster rental junk removal company.
Sorry. What kind of business you had in the States?
Dumpster rental and junk removal.
Dumpster rental.
Rentals
Ah,
and junk removal is what my husband did back at home.
that's like garbage.
Yeah,
truck.
so
Ah,
you
okay.
would go and we'll let you rent a dumpster like the ones on wheels.
Yes.
And you can do your small home repairs and discard your things there. Businesses, um, we did everything, just removing rubbish.
Good.
So those dumpsters require a battery. The battery he had just purchased from a auto store was not good the day before. I had recently had my daughter, our last daughter, so I was just trying to get out the house and not get out the house, but just ride around. So we went to stop and exchange the battery. He didn't know it wasn't going to be working. He didn't have the receipt, but he paid with a credit card. So the associate at the store would not look up the transaction. She would not do anything about it. Wouldn't give us give him, because he was the one that went in the store. Wouldn't give him the manager number, the district manager number, nothing. It escalated all the way to her calling the police and lying, saying that he was robbing the store with a gun.
What?
Yes. So he was in there far longer than he should have been. So I was getting worried. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? But again, my baby was born November 18th, this November 18th, 2022. This was like January 2023. So I really didn't want to get out the truck. So he comes, he's all like visibly upset. So he's trying to tell me what's going on. And as we're not driving, but we're just kind of coasting the parking lot, you know how you kind of just let your car roll. We hear sirens, so we looking around seeing what's going on. Lo and behold, they was coming for us. I mean, 20, 30, it looked like the whole police department was coming towards our truck. So we hear them on the intercom. They're like, oh, they're trying to run. They was about to ram our truck and everything. When they got out, they did not get out with their handguns. They were getting out with their big guns pointed at us, yelling, telling my husband to get out of the truck, don't move, put your hands up, don't put your hands up, get on the ground, don't get on the ground. I even heard one cop say, if you move, I swear to God, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to shoot you. So I just told my husband, baby, don't do anything. Just stand there with your arms up. Don't do nothing else. That's the most and least you can do in this moment. So that was very traumatizing to my husband and let alone myself. I mean, they put him in the police car. They put the cuffs so tight on his hands that it left marks. They rolled the windows up on him. Even after they realized that it was not what the call was that came in, they still never came off of that high horse. They still was very much so mistreating him. And so for that was very scary because he could have lost his life. Me and my kids they could have just started shooting up the truck the way they were acting, and we all could have just been dead. Or he could have got shot in front of us. So at that moment he was like, "Yeah, I got to get from over here. We got to get from over here." And so that's what really brought me and my family over to Ghana.
When did you arrive? You and your hubby and kids arrived in Ghana.
My husband came March 1st. He wanted to make sure everything was in order, and then me and the kids
March
came
1st, what year?
March 1st, 2024. Sorry.
Ah, last year?
Yes. And then me and the kids came in April.
And you became citizen in November
Yes.
2024.
Yes.
Okay, Brianna. So you are here in Ghana.
Mhm.
Did you know anyone prior to coming to Ghana?
No. So I really didn't know anybody. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know nothing about Ghana or Africa or anything before 2023.
Keep it real.
So in the beginning, no, until 2022. So in the beginning, that's when I believe I started seeing more talk and chatter about Africa and Ghana. I think they had that Netflix show, and I started seeing some movies. So I'm just like, that's that's what they do. Okay, so I was intrigued. My interest was piqued. So I started doing a little bit more of my research, and so I was telling my husband, But he was like everybody's like, well, whatever, or a lot of the plots being like South Africa, Johannesburg. So he was like, that's South Africa, it's a lot westernized. He just wasn't really hearing me. But when that incident happened, he was like, yeah. But we all know our men, right? So if you tell them, your guy. So I know with my husband, if I'm saying something, he might be brushing me off, but he's definitely going to follow up on what I'm saying. So come to find out, he had been doing a little more research after I started bringing it up. Because I kept talking about it. I was ready to get out of there. I'm like we had already been moving. We stayed in Virginia. We stayed down in Florida in Orlando, and we were thinking about moving somewhere else. I just never was satisfied because it's like the same everywhere you go. It's just a different state, but it's still all you have to say about all the same rules. So when I was like, man, we should just move out of the country, but I didn't know where to start, where to go. But when that happened, with the research he had been doing, he was just like, yeah, I think we should, we should go. We should probably try that.
So when he arrived in March 2024, he
Hmm.
landed at Kotaka Airport in
Hmm.
Accra. What next?
So in 2023, I'm gonna back it up a little bit. He came over first, so he was so messed up from that incident. I was like, you have to go and just you need a vacation. Now, me and my husband typically we don't do much alone, but in that instance, the nail salon was going. I had the baby; she was still small, and I really didn't want to travel over here with her trying to figure out stuff. So I sent him over here in September, just so he can kind of get a breather and then see if he really liked it.
September 23, he
23,
came to
yes,
Ghana for the very first
very first
time.
time. And he said, I'm like, if he can enjoy it and see him raising his family, or leading his family here, then I know that we can do it. So by himself. So he came, he was like, yeah, I really like it. I think we can do this.
How long did he stay when he
2 weeks.
came? Ah,
So he was like, I know, I think we can do this. So he's like, but it's so far, you have to come too before we really do it. But I'm the type of girl, I feel like I can adjust to anything. If my husband say that it's good and it's gonna be good. So
nice.
I was ready to just come, but he was like, no. So then in 2023, we came back and I still ended up having to bring the baby because I thought I would have her. I'm a nursing mom. I thought I'd have her done by the end, but she wasn't having it.
Mhm.
So we came back in December 2023 and we stayed for 2 weeks again. In that time, so the first couple of days, I'm just checking out the place. I'm like, yes, we can do this. So we went full fledged, looking for somewhere to stay, looking for schools, looking for a shop because I was like, that'll be the first thing we do. Obviously, I have everything, we ship it over here. So looking for somewhere to place the shop. So in our research on coming over here, I ended up meeting, following this Ghanaian American, Gabby. So she was in the process at that time of looking for a shop for herself. So if I had to say I knew anybody, I would say I just knew of her.
Okay.
And when I came here in December, then I came to her shop and I met her in person. And from there, until we moved here in April, that was the only person that I knew here.
Wow, wow. That's fantastic, Brianna. So what we have here, it's you and hubby and the four girls,
Hmm.
right? Packed up and made Ghana your home
Yes,
in March 2024.
yes,
Now the nail bar, you did that business in the States.
yes, I
That's
did.
your business.
Yes.
Okay. When did you decide now to open up this nail bar?
So I noticed when I came over here that you kind of have to be an entrepreneur over here. It's not going to be many jobs that will help you sustain yourself in the manner that you need to, coming from America, right? So, I said, I can't come over here and try to be a worker in the salon. That wasn't going to work for me. So I was like, well, I just have to open my own. And realizing the way that they do things, I thought that was the best thing for me. So I knew after once we said that we were going to move over here that I was going to open up a salon. So when we came in December 2023, I found this shop.
Oh.
And then I told him what our plans were when we were planning on moving because we knew we were going to have to do it fast because our lease on where we were living was going to be coming up to end in March. So we knew that we was going to have to be out of there by then. We wanted to just make the move then. So the landlord was in agreement to holding the spot for us until then, until we got here in March.
Awesome. So your business was launched when?
So I actually didn't open this. I didn't actually physically open the space until August of 2024. So I gave me time to get here, kind of get settled, explore the place a little,
Yes.
and actually do some a build, do the build out of the
Yes.
place and stuff. So although I already had the space in March, Aprilish, I didn't physically open it up until August 2024.
August 2024. So we are under a year and it looks lovely,
Yeah.
right? I really like the feel and space in it. So you're doing this. This is your core business.
Yes.
And hobby is involved.
So aside from the nest line, then we also have an Airbnb.
Fantastic. Tell us a little bit about this Airbnb.
So we have a 1 bedroom, 1.5 bath Airbnb over in the North Lagoon Hot Tub area.
Fantastic. So you're good. Definitely, I promote Airbnb. Anybody reaching out, so I'm glad that you're in that business. One of the things I want you to speak to Brianna is because you're here. Are you building or are you renting?
No, so we're actually renting. Me personally, me and my husband, we thought that it'd be best to just rent first.
Yes.
Because this is not only like a new place, it's a new country. The culture and everything is different. So when you first come in the year, you don't really know if you're gonna like it or not. I don't care if you visit 1,000 times over, it's not the same as living here. So I feel like that renting is the best option for you until you have been here for a while and you can see the different areas, the different parts of town, see what you like and the areas that you like and you don't like. Because Ghana has everything: countryside, city life, mountain life, the beach side. So you have your options, but it's different still than from the states. The city life is still different from the city life in the States. The country life is still different. So although you may think that's what you like or that's what you want, once you move here, you may realize that's not really it. So purchasing and building is a much stronger commitment.
Yes.
Than just renting and being able to rent for a year, then say, I like it, I want to stay, I don't, I want to move around, like that. So renting, in my opinion, is the best thing to do when you first come over here.
I'm on page with that. And then too, you may decide you want to go to another region. Who knows
Yeah.
at a later date. So the Airbnb that you have, it's not owned. You rent and put it out. You took a lease out on that and then you're able to.
Correct. So even with the Airbnb guys, we were able to rent an apartment and then Airbnb it. So it's a really easy process. Over here, things are very easy. It's all about if you have the money. So that's another reason why I feel like you shouldn't come over here to purchase or build, because you may have a lump sum of money, but everything over here is cash driven and you have to pay it up front. So it's easier you can make more moves when you are renting and putting out smaller chunks of money than if you come over here and try to build and purchase and now you're having to put out much larger amounts of money.
Well, power to talk, Brianna, but we say to each his own, because those who, as long as they know how to get that to ching 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 keep coming in, whether they're going to do the back and forth or not, it really is a different system to get accustomed to. As you say, everything is cash, cash, cash up front, guys. And I'm telling you, I'm here coming up to 3 years. And I still can't get used to that type of thing.
Everything is up front. Even this space here up front for a year. Some places in commercial they want 2 and 3 years. So your negotiation skills have to be on point.
Can you imagine, guys, paying 1 or 2 or 3 years
up front?
Up front, you know. 4 kids, right? Just give us the age range.
Okay, so we have 4 girls, 11, 9, soon to be 9 coming up in a couple days. 7 and 2.
So do you send them to private school or public?
Oh, so it definitely has to be a private, international school.
Oh, you're choosing that. Your hobby
Yes,
have chosen that for them.
because um, obviously you want to keep your kids a little bit in a situation that's normal to what they came from. So
Mhm.
I found that even not all, because people like to just put titles on things, but a lot of places that say that they are international school, then their standards are a bit higher than the public school.
One request.
Hmm.
Your four girls need to learn the languages as much as the languages spoken here.
Hey, yes,
Yes?
yes.
Because that, the three, and if they can get a couple of those,
So the thing is with
they're able to learn that at these international schools.
when it comes to the language, I found that a lot of the children do not speak anything but English. So I've asked several different Ghanaians here, and so what happens is their focus is to teach English first because they feel like it can get them and their kids much further along, right? And then their native language comes second. So they feel that they're going to learn it because they're around it at home with their friends, family and things like that. Which very well may be
Yeah.
so. So my children are on their second school now. So we just came up on our year, so we just moved. So their first school that they were at, they taught them French and tree.
Ah,
And so I really like that they was teaching tree because I
yeah.
want them to learn that language as well as me and my husband want to learn it too. But their new school that they are at, they don't teach tree, but they do teach French. So at any point, your child will learn another language here because they always teach a language. It just may not
Yeah.
include tree.
Yeah, well, with all due respect, Brianna, I'm gonna depend on the French, French, but the tree because it will help.
Yes, it
I'm trying.
will.
It is so difficult,
It
but
is.
they're young, and I guess they'll pick it
I
up.
think they will end up picking
Yes,
it up. I've tended to favor more to the side of trying to meet local families so they can help us navigate with our kids, the
yes,
things to do, and it has. I feel like it has panned out very well. My kids have made friends. We
nice,
can have play dates and
nice.
things like that. So I'm sure that they will learn the tree. And like I said, me and my husband want to learn it too because when they know that you don't know the tree, then they try to jack the rate up on
There you
you. They
go.
try to talk and say things that you don't know. But Ghanaians speak so much of their body language. Sometimes if you don't even speak it, you still know what they're saying. But if you just know a little bit of
Yeah.
something, then they kind of combat them and they'll kind of back off from doing it.
Uh, Brianna, so you're here in Ghana now, living
Yes.
officially 1 year.
Yes.
Yeah, we're wrapping up now.
Hmm.
Share how you feel because you're under 40, right? Guys, this is my young people. We're pushing out here. You're under 40, married, four girls, they're young. Open up a business, Hobby is doing his thing. Airbnb, back and forth also. How do you feel a year? Do you still see Ghana as a place you would want to stay another year for you and your girls?
Oh yes. I honestly like I still have moments where I'm like, wow, I just cannot believe we are here.
Yes,
My kids are thriving well here.
yes,
I feel like in part it's because I made sure that they were in school.
yes,
See, it's a lot easier here for me and my family because you are able to afford things that you cannot afford in the States. For example, a nanny or a house
yes,
manager or something like that. So I'm gonna be honest, when
yes.
I realized that I can move over to Ghana and get me a nanny, house manager, whatever you want to call it, baby, my husband was gonna get on board at one point
Talk
or
the things,
another.
talk the things,
Cause
Brianna.
it's hard. You know, everybody has their own life to live in America, your family and stuff. So people help out when and where they can. But and then even if you want to pay somebody, the prices are outrageous. You just cannot really afford it. The average working class, but over here you can. So when I realized that, oh baby, I knew I was coming. So we do have a nanny house manager. She has been a blessing to our lives, and so off that alone, I could never go back.
And you mentioned to me that you're quite happy with your home.
Yes,
You're
I
happy with the
love
size of it for the family of six.
I love the homes here. They really build them strongly. Um, you can get a good bang for your buck over here. And to me, it's just like I haven't had any heartache here. Even the little things that come about, it's not as major to me. I'm like, oh wow, that's nothing because I remember that if this could have happened in the States, what it could have caused me. So I don't. It's like I'm. It's Ghana has transformed me. I'm just not even the same person. To me, I'm much more happier. Everything isn't just so big, to me. It's just so little like, okay, yeah, that's nothing, we'll fix it. Because I understand you have to have an open mind over here. So I understand that everything isn't going to be peaches and cream. I don't know everything, and I know that it's going to be some wins and some losses, whether big or small. And I'm just focused on continuing to build my community over here,
Yes.
raise my children, see what other avenues I can get into because over here the sky is absolutely the limit.
And we need people to come and invest. And Brianna, you shared that you rented a house, got a house
Mhm.
for lease versus and how many bedrooms you said because it was
Okay.
better for you to get the house than an apartment or whatever. So
Mhm.
that's share. And
So
obviously you said it's literally half the price
yes.
if you got something like that in the states what you're paying.
Okay. So comparing U.S. to Ghana, right? In the U.S., we were renting a house, a regular like newly built house, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage, paying like 2,500, right? Not even talking about anything else.
2,500 US dollars per month.
Yes.
Wow.
Over here, we are able to rent including the boys' quarter, which is where your help will stay, a 4 bedroom, 4.5 bath house that also includes it's upstairs and downstairs. It has a balcony upstairs, a really large porch on the downstairs. You have a living area upstairs, obviously living room and dining room downstairs, which is a nice size. Over here, things are called a state. So you have a gated 24-hour security estate, and something's called self compound, which means that although you're in this subdivision or estate, your whole area is fenced off still. So we have a really large compound. And guys, you wouldn't believe that for in dollars, we pay about 500 and something, low end 500 um, dollars a month for this house. Now you do have to pay it up front, but if that in comparison, by the time I paid, 1 month in America, that would have been like 2, 3 months.
Over 4 months.
Yeah, over 4 months.
Right?
So I mean,
Apples and oranges.
apples and oranges. A better structured house is made out of bricks, not wood.
That you can use your foot and kick door,
Yes.
door open. Brianna, quickly give us the opening hours of the nail bar operation
Okay.
here
Yes.
in West Legon.
So we're over here in West Laguna, Accra. We're open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to about 6, depending.
Okay, right. So that's what, Monday to Saturday?
Tuesday.
Sorry,
Tuesday
Tuesday,
through Saturday.
6 days per week.
No, 5 days a week. So
I can't
Tuesday, Wednesday,
count.
Thursday, Friday,
Right,
Saturday.
okay. And I wish you all the best.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
give you 2 minutes.
hmm
What are your closing words to the diaspora, wherever?
What I would say to anybody watching this video right now is if you are thinking about moving to Ghana, Africa, anywhere abroad, just try it. First, visit, then plan, and then execute it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? There are plenty of people that is out here living their best lives all over. It's more to life than America. I promise you that. They have us blinded. That's why they don't put out much good info about these other places because they don't want us to leave. They know themselves how good it is outside of America. So just do it. Don't be afraid. Don't listen to all the things that the people are putting out there that is bad because you know bad news travel fast
True.
always.
Yes.
I promise you, it is great. But also on the flip side of things, whenever you decide to visit Ghana, Accra, Africa, please come by to Florida Girl Nail Bar. Come check us out. Our Instagram is actually FGNB Ghana, not Jack, but I brought this from the States. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And also, you can hit up Miss Diane, and she can help you out with renting out Airbnb. If you need a place to stay, we'll love to host you.
Your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, so I have a YouTube channel that I have not been doing my very best on. It's kind of hard for me, but I will get into it. But if you guys can go ahead and subscribe so that you can get alerts on when we start posting, that'll be great. I would really appreciate it. Our YouTube channel is what is it?
Grab your phone, girl.
Let me grab that phone real quick. Life with the Muhammad.
Fantastic. Brianna, this was lovely. I enjoyed it. And thank you once again for sharing in depth on the Diners channel. Guys, if you enjoyed the lovely Brianna, mother of 4 girls and wife, our hobby, hope we can get him next time. Please like, share, subscribe. Close out for me now, Brianna. What we say after what do we say after subscribe?
Like, comment, subscribe, and
Hit the
the notification button. Thank you, Miss Diane, for having me. I really on your channel. I really do appreciate it.
Bless you. Thank you. Merase. God bless.